The Jacksonville Jaguars, they lost to the Cleveland Browns 18-13, and I'm over Jacksonville. I can't watch Jacksonville play no more. And I've seen a lot of years of bad football watching the Jaguars just growing up in Duval. I remember watching the Blaine Gabbert and Chad Henne years. Y'all remember that? Those were some really dreadful years watching the Jaguars play football. But this year, it's even more disappointing to watch them when you think about the expectations that they had coming into this year. Like, people actually expected this to be somewhat of a playoff team. And right now, they don't even look like they're going to finish above 500. And the main reason why Jacksonville sucks is because their offense is broken. The play caller, whoever it is, Doug Peterson, Press Taylor, they deserve to get fired. Stop calling the plays, bro, because I don't understand why you would draft Brian Thomas Jr. in the first round only to give him 4 targets a game. Meanwhile, you got Gabe Davis getting 7 targets, and he's not that good. Brian Thomas is the best receiver on the Jaguars. Why is he not getting the most targets? The offensive line still sucks at protecting their $200-something million investment in Trevor Lawrence. He got sacked 4 times against the Browns today. He was running for his life. And then they tried to throw the football inside of their own end zone, and of course it resulted in a safety, man. What the hell were you expecting? And Trevor Lawrence definitely can play better, but the Jaguars are just a lame duck situation on offense. This offense is completely broken. And the only way they're going to be able to fix these issues is that, for one, you need to just hand the play calling off to somebody else. Give it to the quarterback's coach, the running back's coach, the receivers coach, whoever it is. But Doug Peterson, Press Taylor, they should be banned from calling plays. They should be banned from holding a play sheet in their hands. If they hold a play sheet, they should get fined for it with how bad the play calling is. And Trevor Lawrence, as much as I love him, he is a tad bit overrated because he just has moments when you watch him when he just looks loosey-goosey with the football. It's like he's selling balls, he's skipping balls in the dirt. When guys get open, like, you don't know if he's always going to hit them in stride. He's just so erratic to watch. Trevor Lawrence is probably the most hot and cold quarterback in the NFL because he's so streaky. Sometimes when you watch him, he can get really hot throughout the game. But sometimes you watch him and he just looks ice freaking cold. Now, he's not the main issue in Jacksonville. The main problem is that Doug Peterson and Press Taylor, they gotta go. And you want to know what's ironic? What got Doug Peterson fired in Philadelphia was Press Taylor. You know, the definition of insanity is to do the same thing and get the same results. Doug Peterson is about to get fired again because of the same reason why he got fired in Philadelphia. And the run game, like, Travis Etienne is more than just a running back. He also has the ability to play a little bit of slot receiver. When they drafted him, when Urban Meyer was the head coach, Urban Meyer had the idea of utilizing him out wide, similar to how the Detroit Lions used Jahmyr Gibbs. And we haven't really seen Travis Etienne used to the best of his abilities. Jacksonville just has a head coach and the OC that are freaking doofuses. And Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl before, but you see why he got fired. Doug Peterson is one of those coaches where when you fire him for the first 2 years, when you hire him, Doug Peterson, he'll light a fire under your franchise for the first year or two. But then once you get to year 3, you peak, and then you end up regressing. And that's what the Jaguars are doing right now. They're regressing. And even though it's early into the season, I already know how this thing is about to go. This isn't an early season overreaction to Jacksonville because I know that a lot of these issues are not going to change because these are the same issues that we've seen with the Jaguars the last 2 seasons. As much as I love Trevor Lawrence, he is the best thing that's happened to Jacksonville since ever. He's the only reason why there's hope for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he's the main reason why a new stadium is being built. But Sean Khan believes that this is a team that is good enough to win this year, and he felt like this was the best team the Jaguars have ever had. So, of course, if they end up missing the playoffs, Doug Peterson is going to get fired. And I would love to see them hire Ben Johnson or an offensive-minded coach like the New Orleans Saints OC, Clint Kubiak, maybe he could get the most out of Trevor Lawrence, but Trevor Lawrence is way too talented to play the way that he has these first couple of weeks into this year, man. And, you know, the play calling isn't utilizing the personnel right. They got the wrong dudes leading the team in targets. Like, just give Brian Thomas the ball every single play. He should be getting like 10, 15 targets a game. Like Malik Neighbors. The Giants literally just spam him the football. Spam Brian Thomas the football. Every time he has opportunity to make a play, he comes down with it. Like, the Jaguars are just a really frustrating watch, man. Really frustrating.